In case you guys have been living underneath the rock and didn't know, actually, I'll cut you some slack because it was just revealed literally yesterday. Fairy Tail is getting some brand new announcements. Yes, yes, yes. And for all my Eden Zero fanboys out there too, Eden Zero is getting a brand new announcement too. Yes, yes, yes. The title does not lie. Fairy Tail and Eden Zero. We do know that these two animes, they are both getting a huge announcement at the end of April. So yes, turn on notifications because Hiro Mashima, he is about to drop something brand new. Like, yo, this is literally about to become one of the best series ever once Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest does get animated, because everybody and their mom, we already know that is what is about to come. The 100 Year Quest anime, I'm surprised it is coming with less than 100 chapters. Like, yo, I'm actually willing to bet my channel if we're not going to get the 100 Year Quest anime. But no, in all seriousness, I do think this is a clear indication that Eden Zero, since we do know that and Fairy Tail are getting a huge announcement at the end of April, this does mean Eden Zero's console game can be revealed. Yes, we do know that Eden Zero, it already did get a mobile game, and it got that alongside with the release of its newest episodes, which I just gotta say, if you guys are wondering, it will be coming out in June for the Netflix English dub. But as far as the sub, we do know that is basically already showing, and that came out with the mobile game. But I assume that this is going to be probably a bigger game, or this might be Eden Zero Season 2. Yes, I do think that they actually might come out and just confirm Eden Zero is going to be log running. So yes, for everybody who is an Eden Zero fanboy, aka a closet Fairy Tail fan, let's be honest, Eden Zero, while it isn't Fairy Tail 2.0, it is Fairy Tail's son. But no, in all seriousness, we do know that basically Eden Zero, it has a high chance of getting a season 2. So like I was saying, we do know Eden Zero, all that hype stuff, Drake and Joe, that might actually be animated. So yeah, that is actually, listen, if Drake and Joe gets animated, I might have to hop on that Eden Zero fan. I might have to hop on that hype train. But no, in all seriousness, I do think this is a clear indication that since Eden Zero is getting an announcement, this could mean Heroes could get adapted too. And in case you guys have been living beneath the rock and didn't know, Heroes is the spin-off sequel series that connects all of Hiro Mashima's series. Yes, this is literally the series that connects and confirms that all of his series are canon. So he basically is pulling a one-man Marvel all by himself. Round of applause, well, not by himself, because like we know that he has Atsuo Uda with them. Uda, Ada, Yari, I don't know how to pronounce the names, but round of applause to Hiro Mashima, because he is literally doing this, making a whole 3 series all connected. That is pretty dope to see. And Heroes, we do know that was a 10 chapter series that might actually get animated, and if that gets animated, man, oh man, that would just be that Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest. It literally would be coming right after that. But the reason why I was saying that Heroes is a part of the Eden Zero news is because this might actually connect the Eden Zero and Fairy Tail world. Yes, I do think that if Heroes does get animated, like if we see it coming out, they will add the seed that actually does like connect it plot wise. That's what I'm thinking. If you're asking me, Mother is from the Celestial Spirit world, but I do think since there is an announcement for Eden Zero, this will have to do something with either an anime or a console game. So like I was saying, all the Eden Zero fanboys, Shiki fanboys, aka the people who are closet Fairy Tail fans, get excited because yo, we do know that basically Eden Zero, the anime, I think it's going to be long running. Like, it's literally at this point, we got 130 chapters. It's doing good. So I do think that Eden Zero Season 2, it is literally about to be confirmed. But enough talking about Eden Zero, because we have to talk about the main reason why we're here. Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest. We do know that we can expect a release date at the end of April. Now, the reason why I'm saying that this is so hype is because this does confirm some type of anime adaptation. Yes, whether it's a movie or an anime itself, we do know that this is about to be some Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest content, and this is some super hype news because this is coming out before chapter 100. Yes, we know that there's only 80 chapters out, but the difference between Eden Zero and Fairy Tail is that we do know, obviously, since it is basically bi-weekly, meaning it comes out 2 weeks, Fairy Tail, Hiro Mashima does put in more content, but now we are starting to see that he is basically going to make Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest into an anime. And the main thing that people were worried about were the pacing, because we're not trying to get no Dragon Ball Super, no Naruto fillers, no. Fairy Tail has always been good because there's only been like 1 or 2 filler arcs that's been basically ruined it. You guys already know what I was talking about, the Celestial Spirit arc, but I do think since we are getting this 100 Year Quest adaptation announcement, this does mean that whether it's an anime or a movie, this does mean that it is basically going to be 100 Year Quest manga content. Yes, I do believe that this is going to be basically picking right up where Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest did leave off chapter 1. Now, I'm not gonna say I don't want it to be a movie, but I rather would want it to be an anime, just because we do know that the movies, they are canon. Obviously, we saw with Fairy Tail Dragon Cry, that was literally the start of Fairy Tail movies being canon. So I do think this is a clear indication that we may end up getting some type of Fairy Tail movie that would be announced alongside with the Eden Zero news. Now, like I was saying, the movie, I'm not saying I wouldn't be against it because I did like Dragon Cry, but I would just much rather prefer it to be a long-running series, maybe even being a seasonal too, because we do know, like I was saying, this is only 80 chapters if we are getting an anime announcement. So this is why I am saying things are looking super spooky, because it could go either way at this point. Like I was saying, if you would have announced it later on with the 100 chapters after recording of this video, I don't want people coming back 100 years later saying, oh my god, like, no. We do know that basically this does mean that he can basically take any route that he wants to, but he did say that it was going to be super amazing news. Yes, the website itself, as you guys saw from the tweet, it literally did say it was going to be super amazing news. So that could actually mean movie. I don't know if that's true or not, because we do know that that would actually be some amazing news. But if you're asking underrated mage, the reason why I don't think it should be a movie is because it would flow much betterly as an anime. Like 100 Year Quest, it's not like a Broly thing, like it's literally just the sequel to Fairy Tail. So I do think an anime would be more suitable, even though technically speaking a movie would be like bigger, like announcement wise, because we saw with Fairy Tail Dragon Cry. But I do think an anime that would be just as good as super amazing. And like I was saying, the end of April needs to hurry up, because this just goes to show you that he's releasing it around the same time as the newest the new Eden Zero and 100 Year Quest chapter. And we do see that Eden Zero, it is getting the cover spread page. So I do think this is all setting up for either the 100 Year Quest movie to actually come, which I'm not going to say I'm not going to be a fan of. I'm not even going to cap to y'all, but I would much rather want an anime, just because it would make it so much better. Like, if we got to see the Fairy Tail story, it would literally compete with Eden Zero for Anime of the Year. But I do think that's because Hiro Mashima and everybody else is saying that it's going to be big news, there's a chance that it just might have to be a movie or an OVA, because we do know that Hiro Mashima, he did add some stuff in there that could make the Fairy Tail OVAs make a return. All I'm going to say is that the Urkus arc, the Doppelganger arc, that might be some OVA worthy content. But no, in all seriousness, I do think this is a huge announcement, just because we have finally been waiting for the 100 Year Quest anime, and now Hiro Mashima, right when Eden Zero does debut. Listen, I gotta say, I knew we was gonna get something with the Eden Zero anime, so make sure notifications are turned on, because Hiro Mashima, he is going to be dropping all of this brand new Fairy Tail news. So I do think this is a clear indication that Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, the anime, it is confirmed for 2021. Now, I don't know when they're going to be releasing it, obviously, because it hasn't been revealed yet, the news. But if you're asking me, I do think it could be somewhere around the winter or in maybe early 2022, just because we are getting it this late. I mean, unless they had it like hit it underneath a rug and they're just going to pull it out, then that would be pretty spooky too. But I could actually see them actually debuting a 100-Year Quest anime early 2022, only because we got the announcement this late in 2021. I can't even call it late because we're just in spring. Comment what you guys see down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.